Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andrew and today I'm going to be reviewing the Samsung Gear S3 Classic. Now I've had some watches in the past and most of them were actually traditional watches until I bought the Motorola 360 and it broke on me, so I decided to it's my birthday, my parents got me this new watch, so I decided to maybe review on it, and I'm going to unbox it and give my overall expressions and reactions while at the same time telling the specs. So I'm going to begin cracking this open. Nothing too complicated, just some good old humble plastic right here. We'll put that aside. So here's the packaging. It feels very soft and premium. You can tell that this is very well made. Actually, it's made in Vietnam, which is quite interesting. And let's see, I think I might need a knife for this. Actually, no, I don't. Just actually a little corner right here I can peel off. No, I'm gonna need a knife. Oh, I have scissors here. What am I doing with a knife? So I got some scissors here. I'm just gonna crack this open. Cut that out. Most of the other one at the same time. So here it is, the box. And presented in its full glory. The Galaxy S3 Classic. So it weighs 58 grams. It is made out of stainless steel and it has Gorilla Glass on its 1.3 inch display. The display runs at 360 by 360 and the pixel density is around at 300 according to the website. Around 300, I don't know the specific one. It is IP68 certified, which is really nice because my previous watch was only IP65 certified. So I can go underwater up to 30 minutes at 1.5 meters down water, which is, pretty decent. It's actually hard to go down there without any type of equipment. So here it is. That's full glory. It's actually sitting on top of its charger right now, which is really nice. Here's the charger. Very elegant. You just plop it down right here. And speaking of charging, the battery it runs is 380 milliamps, and according to Samsung's website, with moderate use, it could last up to 3 to 4 days, which is actually really good because you can just plop down in bed and not have to worry about putting this in its charger. So I'm just gonna put this aside here, and I'm just gonna see what else is in its box. So here's the box. It's plastic right here. This is quite interesting. Oh, here it is. There we go. So we have a USB to micro USB cable. We have an extra set of the band, which is actually really nice. So you have your regular leather bands here, and you have this one right here that comes with it as an extra. And by the way, this is compatible with 22 millimeter standard watch size. What do you call these bracelets? So if you wanted to install a more leathery type of sport type of bracelet, then you can feel free to do so, as it's compatible with it, which is really nice. It's very flexible. It's not proprietary. Apple. I'm just making fun of them. I apologize for that. So in this little baggie it has, it's made out of felt. It includes a AC to DC adapter, which actually looks a bit different than the one that they packaged with the Galaxy cell phones. So you just connect that. Everyone knows that. And in the bottom of the container, it contains a quick start guide. Just leave that over there. So overall expressions, I think this is very nice. It has that very beautiful classic watch feel to it, but at the same time it has the capabilities of a smartwatch. So you can set your time, set your date, and besides these two little buttons right here, you have these little scroll wheel right here. So when the watch is running, you can actually have more interactions. I'm actually going to activate it right now. I don't know how to activate. I think I just press, oh, there we go, power, home button, and back. So I'm gonna press it right here. See if it comes with battery. There you go. And I'm going to peel off this. This is very satisfying. Let's peel this off and put it by the microphone. There you go. That's off. So it's booting. It might take quite a bit. So while this is booting, I'm going to talk about its stats. So it has an Exynos 7270 dual-core processor. Imagine dual cores running this tiny thing. Running at 1 GHz, and it's running Tizen OS, built by Samsung for Samsung devices like this, which is OS model 2.32. and it actually has its own speaker, which is pretty nice. It has a Wi-Fi chip, and on some models it actually has an LTE chip, which is pretty cool. So just boot it up, select English, next, Gear S3, download Samsung Gear, which I already did that on my phone. It's an LG V20. So let's see, Samsung Gear, turn that on. Let's see, connect to Gear. So I'm gonna push this. Allow Samsung Gear access device location, allow, and allow all the permissions. So let's see, downloaded. There we go, confirm passkey. I'm gonna press pair, and for here, I'm gonna press the check mark. So notice tap OK to install Gear as plugin. Okay. So now it's pairing up the two devices together. It's gonna install this one thingamajig. Let's see. Oh yeah, so in case you didn't, if you want the biggest fan of the silver face of this watch, there also is a black counterpart to it. It's more of a sportier design in my opinion. It has a rubberized wristband, not the bracelet, the wristband, what am I talking about? And it is called the Frontier, the Galaxy S3, Gear S3 Frontier. So this just got installed. It's still installing actually, just got finished downloading, and here's a little boot screen. It's really nice, this watch. It doesn't have those really awful like bar at the end where like previous devices, some devices still have these, all the light sensor and all the sensors are all here, so it doesn't have a complete circle around. I mean, that's kind of it's kind of a deal breaker here, but you know, this was the only round watch back in 2014, so I didn't really have a choice. But this Samsung Gear one, it's pretty cool because it's completely circle, a 360. It's more 360 than the Motorola 360, funnily enough. But you know, this is like 4 years old. It outlived like 5 phones. Crazy stuff. So now the plugin for my cell phone is installing. Hopefully that won't take too long. Oh, there we go. So tap OK, install. And let's see what we have. This is taking longer than expected. Go back. No, I do not want to go back. So now it says install an accessory device. So I'm going to install that. So there you go. It's still installing. I'm probably going to speed through this. I'm going to put, if you want to skip all of this installing sentences, please click in between my hands. Alright, those guys are gone. Let's continue on with the slow part. So this is about to finish installing. I hope this is the last thing I have to install. And I don't know, I guess most Samsung devices like the S8 and the S8 Active and Note 8 that's coming out soon will actually have all these programs installed, so you don't have to deal with all this downloading stuff. You know, I mean, I'm on Wi-Fi, so it wouldn't really matter because we have the unlimited plan. But if you were downloading this off data, then that's like, I reckon, 100 megabytes that's being put into your data cache. Let's see, check phone complete setup. So we're almost done there, 8.25 megabytes, about to install. Now I'm gonna press the back button, see what's going on. Alright, there you go, welcome, and it says connect to Gear, so I'm going to connect to Gear. So now it says searching, and now it's looking for it. So press OK on that, tap OK to install Samsung devices. Actually, this redirected me back to the Google Play Store, and it's stuck at 82.25 megabytes. I really hope there's nothing wrong. Hopefully this does not go bad at this time. I can always cut this off, however. I'm actually going to reinstall it. So after 5 minutes, probably around 5 minutes, tinkering on my phone, I finally got the program to install, and I was able to accept the terms and conditions and start configuring my watch. So I got all these manage notification settings, so you know what type of apps will be able to send notifications to the watch directly. So like, you know, text messaging and stuff. So I press next on that. So setup complete. Everything is all done, and now it says enjoy your gear. So after all the long 5 minutes that I've been trying to set up my gear, it's all set up. So hey, that's pretty cool. So actually, I was actually misinformed after reading this quite a bit. I forgot to realize that there's a giant text that says small on this. So if you have small wrists like I do, just pop this out. You can actually swap out this part of the wristband with this part, and it'll be much easier for small wrist people to wear the watch. So it's more, to our liking. So I'm actually gonna start taking off some of these stuff now. So let's see how this goes. So here's my old watch. It's the Motorola 360 from 2014. So let's put that there as a comparison. So let's see, about years. So what's really nice about this Samsung app that it actually has all the stats of what's going on your actual watch. So let's say right now it says 69% battery, 2.4 gigabytes of the 4 gigabytes being used, so 1.6 gigabytes free, and the RAM usage. So in this case, there's 347.7 megabytes of RAM being used. And it actually has, now I actually know it actually has 768 megabytes of RAM total in the device, which is pretty good. So also what you can do in the Samsung Gear app is you can install your watch faces, because this is Tizen OS and not the Google Android Wear, so you gotta install, it's actually completely entirely different. So you can install the calculator, the GoPro app, anything like that. So, and it also has the built-in S Health, so you can track in your steps too, which is really nice if you're into fitness. I need to probably get into fitness, definitely. So I'm gonna try it on right now with the big wristband and see how this goes. Probably not gonna go that well. So let's see, I got that. I'm gonna put it to its third settings. Too tight. I'm gonna put it to its settings. So yeah, some real leather. Well, I think it's leather. But I also got the smaller one here. Really nice indeed. And I think the smaller one would probably be much more suited for my type of wrist. So here it is. Definitely gonna install the. Oops, won't really helps if I actually. There we go. That little part here, man. I forgot how to wear a watch, So there, I'm gonna knock it back down to the 4th slot, and I'm gonna slide it like that. Still sliding around quite a bit. To the 3rd one. This is what happens when you have small wrists. It's got a break in the new watch, it still has that fresh leather thing, so it's not really fully on tight perfectly. My bad for that, but let's just see what the features are. So I'm gonna face this way. So it says turn the bezel counterclockwise. So here's the cool part about this watch, is that it has this very unique little dial right here. So besides these two controls, here's the back and here's the on and off, you can configure all of this. So here's your settings. You can configure all of your pop-up stuff for your cell phone. You can turn on music, turn on airplane mode and everything. And here's the dial. And see home key right here. So actually this is actually the home key right here. So that would go back. It's actually a very small tutorial it gives you. And I think it does that to shut it off. Let's see. There you go. So if you want to shut the display off, you just get your palm and you just block it off like that, and oops, there we go. Save some battery there, so I'll just turn it on again. And what's cool about it is that it comes with some watch faces included. So you got the standard watch, you got the more stylish type of watch face, you got the shiny watch face, you have digital watch faces if you're that type of person, and don't forget that there's millions online that you can download from the Samsung Gear app itself. So I think I'm going to put it at this setting right now. It's a bit simple. So here's a charger. It comes with this little pad. I think this is what you use to release the device itself. Just chuck it. So I'm just gonna chuck it. So here's a small wristband. I think it requires screws to install it. Let's see. Let's take it off for now. So yeah, my overall impressions, I really like this watch. It's very fancy and I want to keep this for a long time. Hopefully, I think it would last. I mean, it's very solid build quality. This one's this one's good build quality, but the Moto 360 is a really good device, but it just failed on me. But here's the two devices side by side, and I really think that this is a really good purchase. It costed around $349 at Best Buy, and with taxes 0.8, it is $385. And you get this, you get all the accessories. I think a screen protector is around 15 bucks, so you can just throw that in there so you can keep the longevity better. So here's the thickness. I think it's a tad bit thicker than the Moto 360. It's around the same screen size, but this has a little dial here, so that kind of makes the bezel a tad bit bigger, but it is a bit practical, you know. So if you wanted to replace the bands with other stuff, I think you might need to, I think you really need these tiny screws, I believe, to take these out. But you know, I think Samsung did a really great job at making this device. I still need to take this off. So here's a sticker right here. There's another satisfying thing. Put that right there. And here's the heart rate monitor that it includes. And so here's the watch. Very nicely laid out. I like its presentation. When you open the box, it just pops up right in your face with all of its full glory. There's a little spongy thing here. If you need stress, you can just use that. You know, just using stuff. So yeah, so those are my initial expressions of the Samsung Gear S3, the Classic Edition. I keep forgetting about that, and I think this is a very good purchase. I would definitely recommend it. And I would definitely recommend buying it from a local store, preferably somewhere that's not really that overpriced. Maybe online. I think you should buy it online. What am I doing? I'm getting off topic. So yeah, very good purchase. Really recommend it. And I think it's a very good product. So I'll definitely update you with more videos in the future of my review, you know. But this is my first impression. So thank you for watching, everyone. My name is Andrew, and I'm signing out. Thank you for watching. Very soft.
I demand a better grade.
Come on, Charlie.
Come on. Come on, Charlie. Come on, Charlie.
So it isn't too crunchy, but it isn't too soggy at the same time. So it's kind of at that sweet spot you would get from maybe like a fancy restaurant or something. Now, I don't know how much I